season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. So the Nets starting five. Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Chiozza in at the point. Now here's LeVert. Harris up top. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Thomas. Nets passing it around. And it's LeVert missing. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Green.
This used to be a foul. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
One shot. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Out to Harris. The three. And Davis pulls it down. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. The drive by Green. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kev. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Davis looking for an opening. Elbow shot is on the way. Offensive rebound. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Chiozza passes to LeVert. Inside. Here's Allen. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Chiozza. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to Chiozza. From 20 feet out. And they call an illegal screen here. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The fourth spot held by the Nets.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Here's LeBron. McGee trying to break free. And the dunk by James.
LeBron is so powerful. Amazing how he maintains focus even with the D draped all over.
And there's the pass to LeVert. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 7. Fades back. It's hauled in by Thomas.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Green inside. He kicks it to McGee. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Chioza scanning the floor. Thomas against Davis. Passes it to Chioza. Fires high post. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's James. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. An easy 2 points on the layup. LeVert's got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to LeBron. Knocked loose. Stolen by Allen. Now LeVert. He has 6. Chioza passes to LeVert. Now Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris finds Allen. Davis against LeVert. Over Davis. And it's LeVert missing. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 7. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
For the finish, and the dunk by James.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Here's Chioza. The pass to Harris. The dish to Allen. Pass to LeVert. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 14 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And the shot goes down.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking 1 apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, "We were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. We can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight, guys."
Thanks, David. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a 2-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's Chioza. Harris outside. Shot clock at 3. LeVert inside the line. Rebounded by the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Green, the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. They need this. Green with the block. Here's Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to LeVert. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Davis. 3rd in blocks, 9th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Here's Chioza. Now the pass to Harris. Trying to get something going. Allen's shot is off. Lakers leading by 19 points. The 3. A putback. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 8 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Chioza. James covering. Chioza passes to Johnson. Great D that time from Green.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Chioza. Passes it to Johnson. Right side Thomas. On the wing, Harris. Over Davis. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Shoots the 3. LeBron, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Harris inside the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Kuzma. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Johnson outside. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Harris. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. To halt the run. Harris missing again.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here is Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James with a deep three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be back with you shortly. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Garrett Temple is out there with Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Allen. And it's Caruge in at the power forward position.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Here's Temple following the basket by LeBron James. Down low, here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Now here's Waiters. Tight defense on him. Good on the shot. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Johnson, the pass to Harris. Kicks to Temple. Pass to Caruge. Shot clock at 6. Harris against Kuzma. Harris misses.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting me.
Bobbed up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That's tipped and stolen by Howard. In the corner, it's James. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harris outside. From outside, off the mark.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
James dishes to Davis. Kuzma outside. Waiters outside. 5 to shoot. The pass to Davis. Over Harris. And it's Davis missing. The Nets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Harris finds Temple. Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. It's Allen, top of the key. Over Howard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Davis against Harris. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games in the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games in my opinion.
Very interesting. Good on the second free throw.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yes, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the rafters and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's Temple, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the shot goes in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Here's James, lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
Johnson against James. Here's LeVert. That one wide left.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
James against Johnson. Passes it to LeVert. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
A second chance effort. No good from Howard.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Johnson surveying the floor. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Smith against LeVert. Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Count it. Good.
Now look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's LeVert, and it's sent back by Howard. LeBron up top. He's guarded by Johnson. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's so many advantages you gain from being LeBron's teammate. I mean, first of all, you're going to be wide open because everybody's going to be trying to double team LeBron. I mean, you just got to be ready.
Here's Temple. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. LeVert's got 9 points.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And Waiters kicks to James. Pass to Howard. Smith feeling it out a bit. Second shot opportunity. Howard can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's James after the basket by Brooklyn. Waiters passes to Howard. Davis kicks to James. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jared Allen. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go out. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Ron Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for James.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now here's Davis. He's got 12. James, the pass to Howard, and good that time. Howard's got 8 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Pass to Luwawu for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. J.R. Smith on the wing. The pass to James. The feed to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Now here's LeVert. 9 points in the game so far. Allen kicks to LeVert. Passes to Luwawu. Second chance shot. And Davis sends it back. Green, the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Pass to LeVert. A minute 50 left here in the second. Pass to Luwawu. And the Nets miss again. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Howard misses. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A moment here to see the numbers for James. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. He's averaging 30 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
The first one falls for him. Markieff Morris is checked in for Dwight Howard. He hits both from the stripe. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Outside, Green. And the pass to LeBron. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Chioza. Passes it to LeVert. Here's Chioza. Guarded by Green. Here's the teardrop. Chioza, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. 26 seconds left in the first half.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Beyond the arc. And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 27 points, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? Hit my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half. There's Thomas with the 3. Trey with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Stolen by LeVert. To the middle. Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. LeBron against Thomas. And Davis can't get it to go. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Harris up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Chioza passes to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Pass to Chioza. Over LeBron. Chioza, no good.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
On the wing, Green. LeVert defending. It's good. And that's now 29 points for LeBron.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
There's the pass to LeVert. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Harris finds LeVert. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. LeVert's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Count that one. 20 points for Davis.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Chioza. Passes it to LeVert. Allen trying to break free. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Green. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way, because they know he can go up and get it.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. Takes a 3. And the Nets another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
LeBron is doubled. Caldwell Pope outside. From deep three-point range, the Lakers rebound. Davis, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Waiters comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for LeBron. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson's checked in. LeVert from outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss for Los Angeles. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And then Waiters with the jam.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Now here's Johnson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Allen's got his third basket of the night right there.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Waiters into the lane. Good on the bucket.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And here is Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Here's Allen. Thomas trying to break loose. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Caldwell Pope outside. And the pass to Kuzma. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. LeVert the pass to Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture.
Take a break.
I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
So he gets them both. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Now, here's LeVert. He's got 15, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Harris kicks to Johnson. Back to Harris. Now Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Kuzma pulls it in. L.A. has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Kuzma's got 11 points.
So assured on this end. When Kuzma is drilling these shots, it's a big confidence builder.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the inside. And then Allen's.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really hoping for that dish.
Raiders for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And it's Thomas at the elbow. He kicks to Johnson. Pass to LeVert. No good. Shot missing. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Caldwell Pope. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Jared Allen.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He's just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Johnson with it. The pass to LeVert. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. LeVert's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had one before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
Waiters up top. He's got 7. Passes to Kuzma. Over Johnson. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 13 points.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Johnson dishes to Harris. Looking to end his cold spell. Pass to LeVert. Back to Allen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 10.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Davis. Over Allen. And it's Davis missing. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Harris passes to Johnson. Poked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Waiters. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Waiters. Now the pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
A fluid athlete with good footwork. The sky's the limit for Kuzma offensively. Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
And Kuzma slams it in.
What a take there. When you present these opportunities to Kuzma, he's going to torch you for that mistake.
Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. LeVert the pass to Luwawu. Here's LeVert. 18 points for him. From deep. They get the rebound. Here's Allen. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Waiters. Fires from 14. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Now here's LeVert. On the wing, Johnson lets the 3 fly. That shot missing. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Luwawu is out there with Caruso. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Crawford. And it's Hall in at the 5 down low. Morris kicks to Smith. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
I love how he just filled that up. Smith, so effortless with his shot.
Here's Temple. Passes it to Crawford. Chris, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem, then we go to Mutombo, Embiid, he's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness. Yes. There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Caruso. Teardrop shot. Caruso grabs the board. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Crawford kicks to Temple. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Luwawu. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Raiders on the wing, guarded by Crawford. Waiters surveying the D. McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jamal Crawford picks one up. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. So many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Cook, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
To the paint, here's Caruso. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Cook, the pass to McGee. Here's Caruso. With some arc, and he sinks the layup.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Here's Temple. Pass to Crawford. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream, but there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game.
Shooting 2.
I got a chance to play home in Detroit. It was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Both free throws good from Crawford. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Pass to McGee. Smith outside. And there's the pass to Caruso. Morris dishes to Cook. Lakers passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from McGee. Here's Temple. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the 2nd, despite being down.
Both good from the line that time. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the way.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Smith. A rebound by the Nets. Caruso's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Smith. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Temple. Passes it to Llewellyn. Lets it go. Jump shot is good.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Caruso. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. game, humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Now here is Smith, has to Cook. Now McGee tries again. Morris, left side. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. No good from Luwawu. The Lakers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Cook, good.
It's nice seeing Smith share the wealth, showing great focus, passing the ball to his teammates.
Here's Temple. Crawford outside. From outside the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Caruso. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want, because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates, because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Shot clock at 2. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Anderson can't get it to go. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Out to the right wing. Cook kicks to Smith. Back to Cook. Pass to McGee. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Cook, good. Cook's got 4 points now in the quarter. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Crawford passes to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Smith. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Another shot. Morris kicks to Caruso. Stolen away. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Finishes the break with a slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here is Smith. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right. Here's Anderson after the basket by Los Angeles. The pass to Musa. Crawford kicks to Anderson. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Dudley comes in for Markieff Morris. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Alex Caruso. Clock is at 3. Crawford outside. Hits it from three-point range. Crawford's got 11 points in the quarter.
They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
Passes it to Howard. Poke loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. To the middle. And the shot goes in from Caruso.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
1:32 left to play here in the fourth. Cook dishes to Dudley. Waiters for 3. Goes back up. Pass to Cook. Dudley with it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Cook from the arc. That one misses.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Anderson's shot is off. Cook, the pass to Howard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. So the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch, you know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. Two pretty high-level defensive teams tonight, Doris. Is that talent, scheme, or hustle, or what do you attribute it to?
I think, Kevin, you just named the 3 things that are prerequisites to being a great defensive unit. Number 1, you have got to have individual talent that is suited athletically to guard. Number 2, you've got to have a great scheme that the coach has put in position. How are you guarding the pick and roll? Do you want to top lock? Do you want to get out and challenge? Are you switching the pick and roll? And a lot of that comes down to, do you want to be great? Are you going to lay it all out there? Are you going to sacrifice your body? All of those things are a necessity.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Karis LeVert. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Chioza in at the point.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Chioza. Covered by LeBron. Harris kicks to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Here's Chioza. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Here is Davis. Last game, 26 points. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Allen against Caldwell Pope. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. James looking around. Caldwell Pope outside. Over Harris. Got shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Allen left side. The pass to LeVert. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now the feed to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Here's Chioza. Harris outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Warriors. They get it back. Here's Davis, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
LeVert with a wide open look, and he's good on the three ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
McGee the pass to James. And James throws it down.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
Here's Chioza. James covering. Pass to LeVert. And it's good off the back rim and in. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And that one's good. James.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. And, of course, this staff focused on its game plan against LeBron James. who can score, who can pass. He's an entire offense unto himself. They know it will take a complete team effort to come out on top. We'll see how they do, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here is Davis. Jared Allen making his last shot. A shot by LeBron, no good. Chioza scanning the floor. Passes it to LeVert. Pass to Chioza. Harris against Davis. Fires from the wing. That one a little long. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Green, the pass to Davis. Over Harris. And it's Davis missing. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you in your voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Now, here's LeVert. He's got 5. And there's the pass to Chioza. Thomas trying to break loose. Chioza, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And finished off by Davis.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's Chioza. Pass to LeVert. He dishes it to Allen. McGee with the block. Now LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 4-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a 3-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about 4-peat.
Here's LeBron following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Here's Davis, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Chioza passes to LeVert. Great D that time from Howard.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Passes it to Green. Here's Davis. Pass to Howard. Lakers working the ball around now. And the Lakers with another miss. Nets trail by 8. Inside. Here's LeVert. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, Karis LeVert, the vertical is special. That is nicely done.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. LeBron drives in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Harris passes to Chioza. And the pass to LeVert over Green. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And a moment here to check out the stats for Davis. 3rd in blocks, 9th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Here's Chioza. Lets a floater go.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Howard, great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Chioza. James covering. Thomas kicks to LeVert. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Here's Chioza. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. It's LeVert on the wing. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Harris falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
And Davis can't get it to go. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 11.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Howard. LeBron James on the wing. From deep three-point range. Tries again. And Howard with the lay-in. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Passes to Harris. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Lakers leading by 13. On the wing, Green. LeVert defending. And it's sent back by Allen.
Wow, Jared Allen, twice on the pipe, send it back, young sir.
Green against LeVert. Chiozza passes to LeVert. On deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got LeVert. Allen is out there with Caruth. Then there's Harris. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
And he knocks down the first one. And, Greg, safe to say Allen's defense is ahead of his offense?
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, think about Mr. Jared Allen. He was not the first family member to get picked in the NBA draft. Let's remember his dad taken by Dallas in the famous 1985 draft. His dad, however, would go on to have a playing career in Europe.
Pass to Caruth. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson right side. There's the pass to LeVert. 5 on the clock. From deep. Waiters grabs the miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Kuzma, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to LeVert. Get the floater. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing.
Now here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
LeVert with it. He's guarded by Waiters. Puts one up from 19, and the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. On the wing, James. Davis against LeVert. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. This is to Allen. And it's sent back by Howard. And here's Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. LeBron kicks to Waiters. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Offensive rebound. Caruth passes to Allen. Harris outside. Here's Caruth. And again, it's the Nets missing. Lakers leading by 18. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Johnson against LeBron. LeVert with it. He has 7. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's LeBron. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Well, there's something to be said for hustle. Even when you're as great as LeBron James, he's got the size and the strength, and he seems to know where he has to be.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think Coach calls this timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at Los Angeles. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And when I look at the Lakers, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
Shot clock at 6. Harris inside the line.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
LeBron outside. Now the dish to Davis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Mind the lane. One shot.
We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's James. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 2nd in field goal percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you mentioned it, he's the 2nd best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Now here's LeVert. 7 points in the game. Back to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
James. Howard trying to free himself up. And James with the basket on the assist by Waiters.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
James has gone 5 of 11 from the field. Here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Harris with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Karuch. It's stolen by Smith. Passes it to LeBron. Howard with it. Back to James. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here is Harris. 6 points for him. Johnson, that's for 2. Misses off the left eye.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
LeBron with the bucket.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Now Johnson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. LeVert from outside. Rebounded by Howard.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
LeBron passes to Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. 10 points for Dwight Howard.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Johnson kicks to LeVert. Pass to Harris. Johnson outside. Can they get it? That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Well, over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Here's Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now the pass to Harris. Allen right side. Lock at 6. Smith against LeVert. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. LeVert's got 9 points.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Waiters outside. James in the post. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
Here's Chioza. James covering. And it's LeVert missing.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now, here is Smith after Dion Waiters' miss. Smith outside. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Down low, stolen by Waiters. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Here's Chioza. There's 1:54 left in the first half.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Smith outside. He feeds it to Davis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
LeVert the pass to Chioza. No good from outside. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Chioza. Feeds to Allen. Right side, Thomas. Allen trying to break free. Thomas, no good.
Not a great decision there. With a defender in your grill, kick it out.
They get it again. Kicks it out to James. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Harris finds LeVert. Six to shoot. From deep three-point range.
Well, isn't this what coaches love to see? Morris getting after it defensively, challenging shots everywhere.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 19 points and 9 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by James. James has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Chioza. Pass to Harris. It's LeVert on the wing. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. LeVert's got 13.
Boy, there's a fluidity to his jump shot. Karis LeVert coming through for his team in the mid-range.
And James throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Chioza. Now here's LeVert. Here's Chioza. floats one. It's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want